Facebook. Hope everyone is having a good Sunday so far. Ours has been pretty hectic. That's pretty much a normal Sunday around here. Leave them be. We start in the senior pasture. Morning. Just waiting to make sure the comments worked. This right here is Kenton Floss and Roland. It's actually really windy today. Morning. This right here is Kenton Floss. I'm probably saying it wrong. Canteen Floss. I don't know. The S is probably silent. Who knows? Hi, buddy. That over there is Roland. These boys are pretty sweet. For some reason, Kent Floss never got the memo that he's been castrated, so he's kind of aggressive when girls are involved. And he doesn't even live with girls. He lives with all boys and is still aggressive. But he's very sweet to humans. And he's like a all black donkey basically, or really, really dark brown. And it's very not common to see one with a black nose and black fur. So he's pretty unique. Be nice. We had a pretty busy week this week. UC Davis was here. Matter of fact, Kenton Floss got a tooth pulled. Roland got a dental. I think we did 100 and something dentals, probably around 120. Good morning, everybody. If you're on the East Coast or in another country, it is afternoon, so good afternoon. This is our senior pasture. These guys get shredded hay and heated stalls and heated waterers and lots of love. There's a few donkeys in here that aren't senior. They're just in here because they're companions of an older donkey, or this was just more of their vibe. Yeah, I believe we have some that'll be here on Tuesday. I look forward to meeting them. Once they arrive back here, they'll be able to get the rest and relaxation they need and the help with their health. Hi, buddy. This is Louie. He's an older gentleman. Bella is his friend, which she's right here at a feeder. Let's see who's over here. We got a Hoorah, Bella, Jax, Lewis, Coco. Got a Dusty behind Lewis, Cola, Lily Dallas. Let's go see who this is over here. Hi, girls. These guys stay in this pasture for right now. if we let these guys wander the track, there's stuff that grows on the track that they could possibly choke on since their teeth aren't that great. We don't need that. This is Echo. He's a younger donkey in our senior pasture. He was just a little off when he first arrived, and this was more of his speed. Lots of times when a donkey gets done drinking water or they're drinking water, they'll stick out their tongue. I'm guessing they use it like a straw. And so we want our seniors on flat, dry ground. We don't need them going up hills. They're more prone to getting hurt. Abscesses, and lots of our seniors have pretty much been neglected their whole lives. So they get medical attention all the time and medication and all kinds of things like that. We have two donkeys in the pasture that haven't been castrated yet, Samwise and Frodo. The other 5 have been castrated already. Yeah, so this is just 7 young boys, probably 1 year old and younger. They're all pretty sweet. What's up, boys? Everyone's still eating breakfast. Good morning. What's up, boys? Hi, how you doing? Hi, man. Your ears are huge. Hi. Donkeys are very sweet. They're more dog-like than horse-like to me. Some just love attention and will follow you around. They just want pets and to hang out. Hi. Matter of fact, all these donkeys are actually from an auction. Some are from the last September auction, and 2 of them are from the February auction. They got a clean bill of health finally, and we put them in with the general population. Sometimes it takes longer than others. All these boys are very sweet. So we have a track system here. It's about a mile long, and in the morning times we feed at the end of it, which is in pasture 1. So we don't actually have donkeys in this pasture right now. They're all way down at the end of the track eating breakfast. So you barely see this pasture completely empty. Stop by and see Jin Jin. Jin Jin is probably our oldest donkey on the property. We know for sure she's 39, about to be 40, and that's in human years. She's the only donkey that kind of gets free roaming capabilities. She hangs out in Ron's backyard. It's the only place that has green grass on property. So she is really prone to choking. Her teeth are not good at all. And it's really hard for a donkey to choke on green grass out of the ground because it's wet. Hasn't been dried out. Hi, girl. I'll let her be. She just does her thing, hangs out. She has an arena that she lives in during the nighttime. But in the day, she gets to come and graze around. It's really unhealthy for a donkey to graze on grass because they're such high sugar. But we make an exception for her because we're trying to keep her body condition up. It's like a score where basically rate a donkey's body score. You know, you go through and can you see their hips? Can you see their spine? Can you see whatever we're looking for? And if you can, they're a little bit malnourished, and usually try to do some type of special feeding for them to get their body condition up. But since she's prone to choking, Jin, you can't give her any of the, grains, even if it's soaked. She still choked on some soaked grains a couple times. So now she only gets green grass out of the yard. Alright. Coming up on this is pasture 4. It's a laminitis pasture. Lots of the donkeys that get dropped off at auction have hoof problems. People don't want to deal with it, so they're like, okay, not our problem, and they get rid of their animals. They end up at Oscar's place, and the ones that require treatment all the time end up in this pasture. It has pea gravel, which helps them not be so painful when they walk. Kind of shapes to their foot. We monitor them more closely on how they're doing. This is Sylvia and Babe. Sylvia had post-foaling laminitis. We had many conversations for weeks about the quality of her life. She is still alive. You have a crazy booger, girl. Let me see your eye. Oh my gosh. Text Alex. This is Macy. She's another one of those. She was actually owner surrendered to us. She had like slipper hoofs. So she had, through x-rays, we found out she had dealt with laminitis in the past. So now she's up here. She clearly shows us that she's in pain some days. So we monitor her quality of life very closely. Yeah, so the reason we have green grass in the yard is because it's watered, and in the summertime it's watered every day, so it pretty much stays green. But it would die in the summertime here if it wasn't watered. So she does have green grass year round. This is Babe. This is Sylvia's kid. We had to intervene with her when she was a baby, so she thinks humans are the best. She's very pushy. She loves her humans. She's a sweetheart. She will follow you around like a dog. And she is big. And she's about, I'd say a little over a year old if I remember correctly. Probably a year and like a month. Hi, girl. She's very pretty. Alright, I'm gonna go say hi to some other donkeys, okay? She'll probably chase us. Let's see. Ears back. Watch out. She's probably saying that was rude. This is Beatrice and Kate. This is Sylvia's sister, we believe. So these guys are cousins. Kate, Babe, cousins. So this is a little family. It's a new spot right there. Hi, Kate. Can I see something? Hey, girl. They're just hanging out. going to be a warmer day. It'll be hit the 80s today, so these guys have already found the shade. So Macy that we just met a few minutes ago has a bonded companion. His name is Miles. He's right here. His hosts are pretty good. He's just up here because that's her companion. He's a little more nervous than she is, but he's still a little friendly. He's just staring off into the distance, probably wishing he could go eat that green grass. This is Bet. Hi, girlie. Hi. So this is pasture 4. This pasture is a little bit different than the rest. I mentioned it's a laminitis pasture. So dealing with laminitis, you can't feed them the hay because it has a lot of sugar, and sugar causes laminitis. So we feed like a 10% hay to 90% straw in this pasture. So they get a lot more straw than everybody else does, just to help kind of control the laminitis bouts. The two youngins, Kate and Babe, they get special feeding just because they're growing donkeys, and the rest of these donkeys are already grown. We also did have an adoption this week that just left us on Friday. Ugo, that was in this pasture, went to his forever home. He went to a place in Santa Rosa. He's like one of 3 donkeys, and the people that run the place we went, there's literally a veterinarian, so they will be able to do everything that Ugo needs to be. Okay, hold on just a second, Facebook. Look, I'm back. I got some emergencies I got to deal with here, so I'm gonna have to end live, and we'll see you next time. Have a good day.